All right. This is one of the new Nordic Fords holes. This is hole number 1. It's a par 4. It's these are all for the Christmas Links tournament. I finally got this hole. So with no wind at all, you can get over to this area right here right in this area right here with a 1 power ball. With a little bit of headwind, I had to pull out a katana in order to make it over here. If you're playing this one-on-one and you have a really big headwind, you can bounce it off of this island to bring it over here. Everything kind of slopes down to it. Looks like it all slopes down towards this sand trap, so it'll be a little trickier coming over here. But if you start off on this side, you can actually go for the green, which is definitely going to be the goal here. My opponent, I believe, hit over here. And I don't think you can make it from over here. And if you can, it's a very long shot. It's a lot longer than it would look. Now, if you get way up here in the top, I think you can probably easily make it. But if you're back in this area right here, I think that's a pretty difficult shot. But we definitely want to, during the tournament, go for the green here. So it'll depend on what kind of wind they give us on what kind of ball we're going to have to choose. But if you can get over here, it's going to be a max overpower shot unless you use a really big ball so that you don't have to do any overpower. So let's watch the video and see what happened here. Turn my volume down. Okay, Nordic Fords, hole 1, par 4. So I've got an extra mile, and I believe my opponent also has an extra mile. They're using a white ball. They did try and go for it over here. Looking at the hole right here, it does look like if you hit it over here and get out in this area, you'll have a pretty nice shot to get into the green. But the whole goal on these par 4s is to try and get an eagle. And you're not going to get you're lowering your chances of getting an eagle by laying up out into this area. If at all possible, you want to be on the fairway area where the green is. Even if you have to bounce over the island and hop over like our opponent's doing. And ideally, you would try and avoid the sand. If he could have avoided the sand, he'd probably be somewhere in this area right here, about halfway to the green. So we don't have much of a headwind, but we have just enough that a 1 power ball. Now my hope was here is that backstop up there by the sand trap, I could hit that backstop and it'd put me closer to the hole. You see the backstop on there. That wasn't perfect, but that wasn't bad for the very first time I've ever played this hole. You can tell how far I am from the lower part of the green where our opponent's first landing spot is here. So I have some room to try and maneuver to get onto the green in one. I'm in my rapier range and I'm about mid-club. So there's going to be very little ring adjustment here for the wind. It's going to be basically an eyeball. Let's see what we can do here. Hitting it perfect. And we're just short. See, I was laughing when it happened too. So this par 4 right here is definitely going to be eagleable. You're going to see a lot of people getting eagles on it, and I think this is going to be one of those holes in the tournament that the people at the top of the charts are going to be. This is going to be a hole they're all going to be getting eagle on. So it's going to be real important that we get that drive shot down. Now the safe way to go there is probably to bring at least a 2 power ball or a 3 power ball, so you don't have to try and find a ball. I'm not sure if you'd have to go all the way to a 4 power ball where you wouldn't have to put any overpower on it to get over, but the next time I get that hole, we will stop and take a look at. Hopefully I can get some tailwind and we can see kind of where the ball will land out here. This would be a really nice shot to not have to use any overpower on, because I think I landed out in here and I didn't put any curl on it and it went straight. Distance wise it was good, but I need to start off just a little bit out here so that when it does the first bounce I can apply some curl and try and get it to go more towards the green. This area here, I thought maybe if I hit that area just right it would roll closer to the green, and we weren't that far away. But if we want to get on the putting surface, or if we want to get right on the fringe, we're going to have to come out. I was out in this area. We're going to have to come out to the left just a little bit so that we can put curl. From here, if I had to put curl, I'd put this rough right here in play. So we want to be able to give ourselves a little bit of room to the left so that when the curl and side spin take effect and the ball makes its jump to the right, it doesn't end up clipping this rough. So we definitely want to get an eagle on this hole. All right, that was hole 1 par 4 of the Christmas Links tournament, and that was hole 1 par 4 of the new Nordic Fords holes. Thanks for watching.